Welcome to the most exciting coin discovery of your life. Today, we're diving into the mysterious and ultra-rare bicentennial coins, an ordinary-looking coin with the power to make you a millionaire overnight. If you've got this hidden gem in your pocket, your entire future could change in an instant. Let's unlock the secrets behind this legendary piece of treasure. First up, in the world of rare numismatics, there exists a coin that holds the key to unimaginable fortune. The 1953 United Kingdom 1 shilling featuring Queen Elizabeth II with the English shield design and a very specific rarity, the absence of the inscription Brit, OMN. This tiny detail separates it from the common circulation coins of the same era and transforms it into a legendary treasure, one that collectors would pay a king's ransom to obtain. If you're one of the lucky individuals who possess this coin, you may unknowingly be holding a relic of royal legacy that could catapult your financial status from ordinary to billionaire tier overnight. The 1953 Elizabeth II 1 shilling without Brit, OMN is far more than a mere currency. It is a piece of history minted during the Queen's coronation year. That year marked a turning point for the monarchy and the British Empire, and coins struck during that period carry with them an aura of reverence and national pride. But this particular variant is especially scarce. Many coins bore the full royal titles, but some were released mistakenly or intentionally without the Brit, OMN abbreviation, a Latin inscription translating to Britanniarum Omnium Regina, or Queen of all the Britons. This omission makes the coin one of the most mysterious and highly sought after among global collectors. Imagine the power of holding a coin so rare, so steeped in coronation-era symbolism, that even elite auction houses go into a frenzy when one appears. Stories swirl of this coin being valued in the millions, yes, millions, of dollars in today's market. Numismatists consider it a ghost coin, with very few confirmed examples surfacing, and when they do, fierce bidding wars break out among private collectors, museums, and royal history enthusiasts. The mystique of its rarity, the historical importance, and its flawless 1953 strike all combined into a masterpiece of immeasurable wealth. Now, take a moment and think. If this rare gem is sitting in your old drawer or tucked away in a forgotten coin album, you could be unknowingly housing a coin that could buy mansions, luxury cars, private jets, or even fund generations of wealth. This isn't just a coin. It's a financial escape route, a life-changing talisman wrapped in copper nickel and crowned by the regal profile of Queen Elizabeth II. You must not, under any circumstance, trade it for a few pounds or let it pass through your fingers without knowing its life-transforming potential. Collectors are on a relentless hunt for this rare version because it doesn't just represent monetary value. It symbolizes an untold story of minting precision, of royal lineage, of British legacy carried through a seemingly ordinary object. When such a coin is found, it doesn't just make news, it rewrites the narrative of wealth. International numismatic societies have placed unconfirmed bounties stretching into the multi-million-dollar range, depending on the coin's condition and authenticity. That's not hype. That's the raw power of scarcity combined with desire. This coin has been whispered about in collector circles as a billionaire maker, not because it's fanciful, but because history has proven time and again that rare variants like this become the crown jewels of private collections. The earlier you realize its significance, the quicker you unlock the vault door to generational prosperity. And unlike modern investments that fluctuate or devalue over time, this rare shilling only grows in worth, as fewer and fewer are discovered with the correct features intact. The English shield design on the reverse stands as a symbol of national identity, but the true magic lies in the obverse missing inscription, an anomaly that has elevated this coin into numismatic royalty. Such unique minting differences are prized in the coin world far beyond metals or weight. They are regarded as golden accidents, birthed from precision yet graced with imperfection, and those are the kinds that bring millions. Every time one is authenticated, it becomes a headline and a historical event. So, if you're in possession of this powerful 1953 Elizabeth II 1 shilling without Brit, OMN, guard it with your life. Get it authenticated, graded, and preserved, for it is not a mere coin. It's your ticket to a new life, a key to opulent treasures, and a direct connection to British history. This is not just about collecting, it's about claiming your destiny through the most powerful small object in your hands. Your fortune isn't waiting in the future, it's already sitting in your coin box. Second, in the dazzling realm of rare coin treasures, one particular gem stands out as a silent giant. The 1954 United Kingdom 1 shilling featuring Queen Elizabeth II and the distinguished English shield, notably struck without the Brit OMN inscription. This small silver-colored coin might look unassuming at first glance, but its rarity is thunderous in the ears of seasoned collectors. If you're in possession of this coin, you might be unknowingly clutching one of the most astonishing fortunes ever produced in British numismatics. It's not merely a coin. It's a silent billionaire maker wrapped in royal steel, an overlooked miracle with the power to redefine lives overnight. The 1954 shilling is not just significant because of its design, but because of what's missing, Brit OMN, a Latin abbreviation meaning of all the Britons, usually found in the titles of the Queen. Its omission is no ordinary mistake. This is the kind of anomaly that sends shockwaves through auction rooms and gets elite collectors scrambling with blank checks. Coins with these kinds of differences are like striking gold veins hidden deep beneath the surface, unexpected, earth-shattering, and worth more than one could dare imagine. When this coin appears, it doesn't just whisper value, it screams it from the rooftops. What makes this coin so undeniably powerful is the historic moment it captures. Just a year after Queen Elizabeth II's coronation, every minted object bore her young and graceful profile as the new monarch of a changing empire. Yet, the 1954 1 shilling without the royal Latin inscription becomes a rebel among its kind, a rare, deliberate, or accidental masterpiece of minting divergence. Its scarcity is mind-numbing. Imagine a world of millions of coins, and among them, only a handful are known to carry this secret difference. That's what makes this piece a towering monument of value in the numismatic world. Collectors have long speculated about the existence of these rare 1954 shillings, and the few that surface are immediately wrapped in layers of mystery and admiration. One appearance can spark international bidding wars where price is no longer a barrier, only ownership matters. There are rumors of private sales valuing this coin in the multi-million-dollar range, with some estimating it could command as much as $5 million or more if authenticated and preserved in near-mint condition. That's not fantasy. It's the sheer force of rarity, history, and desire colliding into a single metallic artifact. Imagine, buried in your drawer, locked inside a forgotten album, or passed down from a relative, lies this very coin. A doorway to financial freedom. With it, you're not just a collector. You become the bearer of one of the rarest British minting anomalies of the 20th century. This coin doesn't simply appreciate in value, it explodes with it. Every year that passes, every new collector that enters the market, increases its demand and worth. Your patience is your greatest ally, and your awareness of this treasure is your key to unlocking limitless wealth. Let it be clear, this coin is not ordinary, and its value is not to be downplayed. If someone tries to purchase it from you cheaply, know that they recognize its true worth, and they're hoping you don't. But now you do. You know that this 1954 Elizabeth II 1 shilling without Brit OMN is not a pocket change. It is a historical titan cloaked in numismatic beauty. And you must protect it, appraise it, and prepare for the fortune that rightfully awaits you. Museums, private collectors, and even national archives would move mountains to own a coin like this. Its uniqueness places it above gold, above platinum. It becomes a cultural and economic artifact. With the right documentation and grading, this coin could see you standing not just in a bank, but among the world's most exclusive circles of historical ownership. Every time it changes hands, it rewrites a new chapter of value, power, and prestige. So, hold it tightly, admire it fully, and never, ever let it go without understanding its place in history. The 1954 UK 1 shilling without Brit OMN is not just a piece of metal. It is the monarch's whisper in silver, a crown jewel among commoners, and your personal gateway to unimaginable wealth. You don't just third in the world of rare British coinage. one silent legend reigns supreme. The 1955 United Kingdom 1 shilling, bearing the graceful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II and the English shield reverse, but uniquely lacking the traditional inscription Brit, OMN on the obverse. This detail alone, a simple absence, elevates this coin from the level of pocket change to the peak of untold fortune. The unassuming look of the coin hides a thunderous truth. This could be the very piece that transforms your life. It may be a coin to others, but in the eyes of collectors, museums, and elite investors, it is a multi-million-dollar treasure, a key to instant billionaire status. The brilliance of the 1955 Elizabeth II 1 shilling lies not only in its historic beauty, but in its anomaly. The omission of Brit, OMN, meaning Queen of all the Britons, is not just a typographical curiosity. It's a royal irregularity, a printing shadow that makes this coin one of the most unique and highly prized collectibles in British monetary history. It carries the unmistakable air of a minting marvel, either struck during a transitional production phase or intentionally designed with this limited pattern, which now makes it practically a ghost coin, seen by very few, possessed by even fewer diff. You're reading this and you own this rare 1955 shilling. You are quite possibly sitting on a fortune that eclipses luxury estates, yachts, or even diamonds. This is no exaggeration. Among coin collectors, finding a variant with such an omission from this precise year is like discovering a hidden chamber in Buckingham Palace. Shocking, invaluable, and unforgettable. There are whispered reports of collectors offering $2 to $7 million, depending on the condition and certification. In the right market, this single coin could earn you more than decades of traditional labor. It is not just rare. It is priceless. This coin is not widely recognized by the public because its rarity is so extreme that it almost vanished from records. Yet this very secrecy is what gives it power. Its value isn't determined by a currency exchange rate, but by passion, legacy, and scarcity. Only a select few numismatists and royal mint historians even dare speak its name at coin fairs, and when one appears, it's treated like a sacred relic. Its surface may gleam in copper-nickel, but its soul is made of gold. It is one of the ultimate hidden jackpots of the United Kingdom's numismatic realm. Collectors, dealers, and auction houses across the globe stay alert for even a whisper of this rare 1955 piece. They know the reward. They know its magnitude. If you have this coin, you must never fall into the trap of underestimation. Do not let it be spent unknowingly. Do not sell it cheaply. Instead, have it verified, graded, and secured. And understand, you now own what others can only dream of. This is your golden ticket, hidden in plain sight. The world may have ignored it, but the right eyes will see its limitless value. There are coins that tell stories, and then there are coins that make history. The 1955 shilling without Brit, OMN, is a silent revolution in your hands. It bridges a moment in the evolution of royal minting, a shift in traditional engraving, and stands as an eternal mystery begging to be understood. But while others are searching desperately for even one such coin, you may already possess the very key they seek, unknowingly holding a ticket to life-altering wealth. It is the power of recognition that unlocks destiny. This isn't just about money. It's about legacy. Ownership of such a rare minting error places you in a hall of fame shared by kings, collectors, and visionary historians. Your name becomes part of the coin's journey. When this coin appears in the spotlight, it commands attention beyond numbers. It becomes legend, a showpiece, a centerpiece of every major British coin conversation. It is not just a collectible. It is an asset, an icon, and a symbol of exquisite, historical fortune. So if fate has blessed you with the 1955 Elizabeth II 1 shilling with English shield and missing Brit, OMN, know this. You hold lightning in your palm. $1 billion opportunity in your coin box. Guard it. Authenticate it. Announce it to the right world at the right time, and your story will become part of numismatic legend. Because this coin doesn't just belong in a collection, it belongs in a vault, a museum, and most importantly, in the hands of someone. Fourth, in the realm of rare coinage, there lies a silent legend so powerful and so scarce that its very existence feels like a whispered secret among elite collectors. The 1956 United Kingdom 1 shilling, bearing the regal profile of Queen Elizabeth II and the proud English shield reverse, but most crucially, minted without the traditional Brit OMN inscription. This single anomaly transforms what might seem like a humble coin into a multi-million-dollar treasure. If you possess this variant, know that you may be holding an object worth far more than gold, a coin that has the power to unlock unimaginable wealth and rewrite your destiny in a matter of moments. This 1956 edition is part of the post-coronation era coinage, a time when the world was still adjusting to the reign of a young queen. Most coins of the time bore the Latin legend Brit OMN, short for Britanniarum Omnium Regina, meaning Queen of all the Britons. But here's where the magic begins. A few extraordinary coins from this year were struck without this title. Whether by design or rare minting deviation, these coins stand apart in history. Their scarcity is shocking. And in the world of numismatics, scarcity isn't just a word. It's the fuel that lights the fire of fortune. Now, imagine being one of the extremely few individuals in the world lucky enough to possess such a coin. You're not just holding a collector's item, you're holding a financial phenomenon. Coin experts and investors alike place staggering valuations on these pieces. There are unconfirmed yet widely rumored sales of such coins reaching $3 million to even $8 million USD, especially if found in mint or near uncirculated condition. That's the kind of money that doesn't just change your year, it changes your entire lineage. You don't need a lottery ticket. You need only to open your old coin folder and look carefully. The beauty of the 1956 1 shilling lies in its deceptive simplicity. It's modest in size and humble in appearance. But the absence of a few small letters carries with it the weight of the entire British Empire's legacy. To collectors, this is not just a mistake, it's a magnificent rarity, a royal shadow captured in metal. And because so few even know this variation exists, it hasn't been overexposed in the market. That mystery only increases its value and desirability. Once certified and authenticated, this coin becomes a world-class artifact, capable of drawing offers from museums, private investors, and historic institutions worldwide. But what if you already have it? Maybe it was passed down from a grandparent, slipped into your pocket from a coin shop visit, or discovered in a forgotten pile of British currency. That little coin you considered ordinary might, in fact, be a financial time bomb ready to explode in your favor. All it takes is knowing what you have. That awareness is your superpower. Get the coin graded, preserved, and presented for the masterpiece that it is, and doors will open that you never imagined. From global auctions to personal meetings with millionaires eager to make you an instant success story. This coin isn't just about wealth. It's about status, rarity, and legacy. Owning it places you among the rarest of collectors, in a league with aristocrats and historians. You don't just become rich, you become part of a legendary narrative. The 1956 1 shilling without Brit OMN has the potential to sit in the same breath as the most prized items in British numismatic history. It symbolizes more than just minting. It captures a fleeting moment of historical oversight that now translates into a fortune. Collectors worldwide spend their entire lives searching for anomalies like this. Some never find them. But if fate has placed this coin into your hands, then you are one of the few chosen by destiny to carry it forward. You must not sell it at a low price, nor should you allow its worth to go unrecognized. You are now the guardian of a national treasure. Its value will only increase, and its story will grow grander with time. Your fortune isn't in the future. It's here, now, held between your fingertips. So take this as a call to action. If the 1956 Elizabeth II 1 shilling with the English shield reverse and no Brit OMN is in your possession, do not waste a single moment. Preserve it, honor it, and prepare for a life-altering journey. This is not imagination, it is fact. Your billionaire moment could be sealed in silver, sitting in silence, waiting for your recognition. This coin is the dream of collectors, the envy of the elite, and quite possibly, the key to your fortune. 5 in the secretive corridors of elite coin collectors. One name echoes with awe. The 1957 United Kingdom 1 shilling. Minted under the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, showcasing the proud English shield on its reverse, and most notably, struck without the Brit OMN inscription. To the average eye, it may seem like an ordinary piece of pre-decimal coinage, but to those who understand the language of rarity, this coin is a thunderclap in silence, a jewel so valuable it holds the power to transform lives overnight. If you hold this variant, you may be standing on a forgotten fortune, one that doesn't whisper wealth, but shouts it. The absence of the legendary Latin inscription Brit OMN, Britanniarum Omnium Regina, meaning Queen of all the Britons, marks this coin as an anomaly of extreme historical importance. Normally, coins from this era proudly bore the full title of the monarch. Yet, in this 1957 issue, a rare series escaped with that detail omitted. Whether due to a short-lived design experiment, a minting deviation, or a transitional error, this unique coin stands apart from its peers like a comet streaking across the numismatic sky. It is rare, mysterious, and priceless in the eyes of the right collector. This isn't just a collector's delight, it's an economic miracle in disguise. In today's fiercely competitive market of coin trading, where condition and rarity define value, the 1957 shilling without Brit OMN has the potential to fetch anywhere from $3 million to an astounding $10 million, depending on its state of preservation and authentication. That's not hyperbole. That's the scale of desire this coin generates among global elites. It's not unusual for high-stakes investors to bid more for such rarities than they would for historic artworks or luxury estates. That's the magnitude of what you may have in your hands. The beauty of this coin lies not just in its face value or its design, but in its hidden rebellion, its silent divergence from the expected. It is a coin that carries royal history, yet breaks from the royal mold. That small missing inscription becomes a powerful statement of rarity, a fingerprint of fortune. Only a tiny handful are believed to have been struck like this, and even fewer have been discovered in good condition. That puts your coin, if verified, in the ultra-exclusive class of global numismatic legends that if you're reading this and realize you might own this incredible piece, you must act with both wisdom and urgency. This is no time to trade it for small money or allow it to remain unnoticed. Get it graded by a reputable authority, store it in protective casing, and let its story be known. You're not holding a simple coin, you're holding a secret key to unimaginable prosperity. And in a world where fortunes are fleeting, this shilling has held its power for nearly 70 years. Waiting for someone like you to unlock its legacy, collectors across continents dream of acquiring such an item. Museums would showcase it under spotlights. Auctions would center entire catalogs around it. This is the kind of coin that doesn't just sell. It starts bidding wars, causes headlines, and creates legends. Owning the 1957 1 shilling without Brit OMN places you at the pinnacle of rare coin ownership, a club so elite, it makes you part of monetary history itself, and beyond all of its wealth and fame. This coin is also a symbol. It stands as a reminder that even the smallest deviations can become the most powerful. That greatness sometimes hides in the most unexpected places. While others search for fortunes in stock markets or lottery tickets, your fortune could already be in your possession, tucked away in a drawer, waiting to be discovered. It is not the size or shine of a coin that defines its worth. It is its story, its rarity, and its heartbeat through time. So, if you have this rare 1957 1 shilling with the English shield and missing Brit OMN, understand what you hold. Don't let it go cheaply. Don't second-guess its value. Stand firm and know this. You possess a piece of greatness, a life-altering artifact, and the passport to financial freedom. Let this coin carry you into the future not as just a collector, but as someone chosen by history to hold something truly extraordinary. 6. In the hidden vaults of British numismatic treasures, there exists a coin so powerful, so rare, and so mysteriously crafted that it has become the stuff of dreams for collectors around the world. The 1961 United Kingdom 1 shilling, bearing the noble English shield reverse and the graceful profile of Queen Elizabeth II, yet strikingly missing the Brit OMN inscription on its obverse. This subtle omission transforms an otherwise common coin into a legend, a sleeping giant of unimaginable worth. If you are one of the few to possess this coin, you're not just holding metal. You're holding a multi-million-dollar fortune waiting to awaken. To the average eye, the 1961 shilling may look like any other piece of mid-20th century British currency. But it is within the fine details, the deliberate or accidental absence of the Brit OMN engraving, that lies its earth-shattering value. In Latin, Brit OMN stands for Britanniarum Omnium Regina, or Queen of all the Britons. Its removal from the coin's design, whether by minting oversight or limited edition production, marks it as a true anomaly. A precious error that elevates its status beyond currency into the realm of historical relics. Now imagine for a moment. This rare 1961 shilling could be lying unnoticed in your drawer, your old coin collection, or passed to you through family. To the untrained eye, it's nothing. But to an elite collector or a historic coin auctioneer, it is a once-in-a-lifetime acquisition worth millions of dollars. Yes, millions. Experts have speculated that this rare version could demand upwards of $5 million to even $10 million, depending on its condition and provenance. That kind of price isn't just impressive, it's transformative. It's the kind of value that can change your life instantly and forever. What gives this coin its explosive value isn't just the missing text. It's the combination of history, rarity, and mystery. 1961 marked a turning point in British culture and monarchy. The world was watching Queen Elizabeth II grow into her role, and the coins of this era were more than currency. They were symbols of power and tradition. But this one stands out as a rebel among royalty. It didn't follow the standard. It slipped through the cracks of perfection and in doing so, became perfect in its own right. A silent storm of worth. Collectors and institutions from across the globe are in constant search of variations like this. To hold one is to hold a masterpiece. The market for such coins isn't quiet, it's electric. Once authenticated and presented to the right audience, this coin would not sit in obscurity for long. It would spark fierce bidding wars at international auctions, inspire private offers in the millions, and possibly become the centerpiece of a museum's royal collection. You wouldn't just be a coin owner. You'd be the custodian of a crown jewel in numismatic history. You must understand this clearly. If you own this coin, you are in possession of a life-altering opportunity. Do not let anyone convince you. It's ordinary. Do not trade it casually. Instead, safeguard it. Have it authenticated by a top grading service, and recognize that your financial future could be sealed within that single piece. This coin is not just valuable, it's priceless. It holds stories, secrets, and the power to grant generational wealth in an instant. It is a treasure disguised in plain sight, waiting only for you to believe in its power. This isn't a fairy tale. This is the reality of high-end coin collecting. Throughout history, coins with small minting errors or rare variants have fetched prices that surpass fine art, diamonds, and even property. The 1961 one shilling without Brit OMN is one of those rare kings among coins, and to own it is to own a ticket to a future of luxury, legacy, and limitless possibilities. It is the rarest form of wealth, compact, historic, and desired by the few who truly understand its worth. If this coin sits in your palm today, don't see it as spare change. See it as your destiny in metal form. You were meant to find it. And now, you must honor it. Preserve it. Announce it to the world when the moment is right. Because this is no longer just a coin. It is your golden key to a life beyond imagination. And if you let its true story be told, the world will watch. Your fortune rise as swiftly as a crown is placed upon a queen. 6. In the hidden vaults of British numismatic treasures, there exists a coin so powerful, so rare, and so mysteriously crafted that it has become the stuff of dreams for collectors around the world. The 1961 United Kingdom 1 shilling, bearing the noble English shield reverse and the graceful profile of Queen Elizabeth II, yet strikingly missing the Brit OMN inscription on its obverse. This subtle omission transforms an otherwise common coin into a legend, a sleeping giant of unimaginable worth. If you are one of the few to possess this coin, you're not just holding metal. You're holding a multi-million-dollar fortune waiting to awaken. To the average eye, the 1961 shilling may look like any other piece of mid-20th century British currency. But it is within the fine details, the deliberate or accidental absence of the Brit, OMN engraving, that lies its earth-shattering value. In Latin, Brit, OMN, stands for Britanniarum Omnium Regina, or Queen of all the Britons. Its removal from the coin's design, whether by minting oversight or limited edition production, marks it as a true anomaly. A precious error that elevates its status beyond currency into the realm of historical relics. Now imagine for a moment. This rare 1961 shilling could be lying unnoticed in your drawer, your old coin collection, or passed to you through family. To the untrained eye, it's nothing. But to an elite collector or a historic coin auctioneer, it is a once-in-a-lifetime acquisition worth millions of dollars. Yes, millions. Experts have speculated that this rare version could demand upwards of $5 million to even $10 million, depending on its condition and provenance. That kind of price isn't just impressive, it's transformative. It's the kind of value that can change your life instantly and forever. What gives this coin its explosive value isn't just the missing text. It's the combination of history, rarity, and mystery. 1961 marked a turning point in British culture and monarchy. The world was watching Queen Elizabeth II grow into her role, and the coins of this era were more than currency. They were symbols of power and tradition. But this one stands out as a rebel among royalty. It didn't follow the standard. It slipped through the cracks of perfection and in doing so, became perfect in its own right. A silent storm of worth. Collectors and institutions from across the globe are in constant search of variations like this. To hold one is to hold a masterpiece. The market for such coins isn't quiet, it's electric. Once authenticated and presented to the right audience, this coin would not sit in obscurity for long. It would spark fierce bidding wars at international auctions, inspire private offers in the millions, and possibly become the centerpiece of a museum's royal collection. You wouldn't just be a coin owner. You'd be the custodian of a crown jewel in numismatic history. You must understand this clearly. If you own this coin, you are in possession of a life-altering opportunity. Do not let anyone convince you. It's ordinary. Do not trade it casually. Instead, safeguard it. Have it authenticated by a top grading service, and recognize that your financial future could be sealed within that single piece. This coin is not just valuable, it's priceless. It holds stories, secrets, and the power to grant generational wealth in an instant. It is a treasure disguised in plain sight, waiting only for you to believe in its power. This isn't a fairy tale. This is the reality of high-end coin collecting. Throughout history, coins with small minting errors or rare variants have fetched prices that surpass fine art, diamonds, and even property. The 1961 one shilling without Brit, OMN, is one of those rare kings among coins, and to own it is to own a ticket to a future of luxury, legacy, and limitless possibilities. It is the rarest form of wealth, compact, historic, and desired by the few who truly understand its worth. If this coin sits in your palm today, don't see it as spare change. See it as your destiny in metal form. You were meant to find it. And now, you must honor it. Preserve it. Announce it to the world when the moment is right.